Hello guys, welcome back to the video. And in this video I'm going to cover how to find the percent of change. So we have two examples that we're going to go through together in order to get this stuff down. Now when we calculate percent of change, we want to take the amount of the change, so the new number minus the old number, and divide by the old number. We then multiply that by 100 to convert that to a percent. So let's jump into number 1 where we have 40 to 50. So we have an increase. Let's keep that in mind. So when looking at these problems, first thing you want to do is you want to look at if you have an increase or a decrease. Well, in this case, we have an increase because the old number was 40 and then the new number is 50. So that we have an increase. So to find the amount of change first, we have to do the new number minus the old number. So we're going to do 50 minus 40. This will equal 10. Now, as you can see right here of the formula, now we have to do 10 divided by the old number. So we're going to look what is the old number, and we know that 40 is the old number. So we're going to do 10 divided by 40. So 10 divided by 40 is going to be 0.25. So now we got our decimal. And now we have to do just one more step, and this will be we have to multiply this by 100 to turn it back into a percent. So we're going to do 0.25 times 100. And of course, you can just do this by multiplying it by 100, which will give us 25%. But you can also do this by moving the decimal twice over to the right, like this, 1 and 2. And this will give you exactly the same answer of 25%. So our final answer is going to be an increase of 25%. So we're going to do one more example with you guys just to show you how this really works. So for our second example, we have 90 to 72. The first thing we want to look at is if we have an increase or a decrease. Well, obviously it went from 90 to 72, which means we have a decrease. So now we're going to find the amount of change by doing the new number minus the old number. So we know that our old number was 90 and it decreased to 72. So we have to do 72 minus 90. And this will get us negative 18. So now we have to take this number, the negative 18, and divide it by the old number, which is 90. So we're going to do negative 18 divided by 90. And for this one, we're going to do it with long division. So I'm going to show you guys how we're going to do this. So with long division, I like to keep the negative out of it. So let's do it on the right here. So we're going to do 18 and 90. Like this. So we have 18 divided by 90. So the first thing we want to look at is we want to check how many times does 90 fit into 18. Well, 90 doesn't fit even once into 18, so we have to put a decimal right here. And when putting a decimal, you have to take the decimal also straight up to your quotient to get the right decimal spot. So now we can put a 0 right here, and we can see this now as 180. So now we can say how many times does 90 fit into 180? Well, exactly 2 times, because 2 times 90, oh my bad, 90 equals 180. So now we have to multiply 2 times 90. And again, this will be 180. So now we have to subtract these two. So we're going to do 180 minus 180. So 0 minus 0 equals 0, 8 minus 8 equals 0, and 1 minus 1 equals 0. So this tells us that we are at our last and final answer of 0.2. So this will be our decimal answer, or this will be the answer of this, minus 18 divided by 90. And because we took the decimal out right here, we can just put it right now and we will get minus 0.2 or negative 0.2. So the last thing we want to do is to multiply negative 0.2 by 100. So we're going to do this in the both ways I showed you guys. So we're just going to do this normal way by multiplying it by 100, and this will give us minus 20%. Or we do it with this method by just moving the decimal place over to the right 1 and 2 times. And if the decimal is right here, we know that there's a 0 right here. This will disappear, and again we will have the same exact answer. So our final answer of the second example will be 20% decrease. And it doesn't really matter if you write negative 20% or 20% decrease. I just personally like to write 20% decrease as my final answer, just to show you guys that it really is a decrease. So this was basically the video, guys. I hope you guys understand how to calculate the percent of change with increase and decrease now. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a question in the comments. And as always, this was Mr. Mathz, and I will see you guys in the next one.